as I thought about how I could convey this in a real life way so that you would be able to get your mind around it. My mind kept going to a friend of mine and somebody you know. And his name is Jon Simone. And John's down front. I'm going to ask John to come up real quick. We're going to have a quick conversation. A lot of you know John because you've been here a while. John's been here. How long have you been here, John? 9 years. 9 years. Thank you, John. But a lot of you don't know John. A lot of you are new to our church. John serves on our staff, helps us with all of our visitation. A lot of you new people know John because you've gotten text messages from him, you've gotten emails from him, you maybe talked to him on the phone. But he does that. But he also has a ministry, and he pours his heart and time into the life of men in prison. And the reason for that is very simple, because John used to be there. Now, John, real quick, just tell them your story that we shared the other day.
Last time I told the story, it was 48 minutes, if you remember, Dwayne, but I'm going to do it in 2. Yeah. I was facing 315 years in prison, and a man came to me who I knew, one of my customers, and he told me that he had a dream that 3 things were going to happen to me. One was I was going to get a lawyer. The other was I was going to get on bond. And the third was that I wasn't going to go to prison for a long time, and that he had a new wife picked out who was going to wait for me. Well, that prophecy did come to pass, and all those things came to pass. And from that point, the day I walked into the courtroom deciding to trust Jesus, not myself, at the advice of godly counsel, they dropped 12 of the 13 counts of bank fraud, and I had to do 30 months in prison instead of life. From that point on, I was a follower of Christ, and I've grown in joy every day for 19 years. And as I was telling my friend Dwayne the other day, things are going so well when I follow Jesus and practice his word. All I have to do is get up and breathe, and he takes care of the rest.
Right. And you said 315 years?
Yes.
That's a long time, John.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
There was a kid in there when I was in the prison, and they have a TV, and it was on the news. It was on CNN, and I'm sitting there going, oh, no. And the kid says, hey, big man, you won't live that long. I said, thank you for telling me that. I got that all by myself.
So, John, knowing that you're facing potentially 315 years in prison, how does that impact your everyday life when you wake up every day?
To this day, I always, if you ask my wife, Jamie, I sit up on the side of the bed and I put my feet on the floor for about 2 minutes and go, I'm not there. I'm here. Praise God.
That's good.
For 19 years, yeah.
John, one of my favorite things about working with John is at least once a week, if not every other week, he comes by and says, hey, Dwayne, you won't believe this. And I can't wait to hear the story, because God is constantly moving in John's life. And one day, I think it was this week, he said, no, Dwayne, I've just decided all I got to do is just get up and breathe and wait to see what God's going to do next. And that's a great place to be, right? John is living by faith in his ministry and what he does here, but he is in a great place of understanding what joy is, because he was not looking at a very joyful life ahead. But God changed the circumstances, changed his heart, and now he understands what joy is, because he's not serving 315 years in prison.
Amen.
Thank you, John.
Thanks, Dwayne.